to the 15, out to the 20, breaks into the clear. A ball comes out, and KU's on it. Another great play by Darrell Stuckey.
Those who really know Stuck knows that dude was a monster.
And it is Stuckey.
Extremely smart, a real student of the game. That guy flies around the field. He was high intensity, high physicality.
Got it at the 1, 10, makes his way to the 20, lines up to the 40, to midfield, and out of bounds over on the far side.
His talents on the football field were amazing.
Gives the ball to Espage, and stuck by Stuckey behind the line of scrimmage.
He was going to beat you with the understanding that he's going to pat you on the back after he beat you.
I think Darrell embodies being a Jayhawk by being so selfless. He's gonna find a way to help you. He's gonna find a way to help you be better, even if it comes at a cost for him.
He's one of the most, hey, I'm gonna give you a hand when you need a hand kind of person.
You know, the walk-on kicker who just got here a couple weeks ago, he's checking in on you. Hey, how was practice? What did you think? How you feeling?
He's got kind of a stubborn optimism that just having him here and knowing that he's here to stay for a while was really good for us and was confidence boosting for us.
I love that he was a great defensive back in the league, and those are great parts of his life, but that growth to where he is now is as impressive of any story that anybody could tell.
When you ask me who I am, and for me, I want to be remembered for the way in which I make people feel. I'm going to pour into the things I know that are really going to build me and build others. For most of my life, I lived in a single-parent household with my mother. They get divorced going into my senior year. And that's when I learned what it really took to be a man and how much a man meant to a household, but also how the absence of a man could break a household too. I ended up leaving practice 30 minutes early to help my mother pay for my expenses before I go into college and to take some burdens off of her. But man, it changed my life forever. My mentality in high school was one of a young kid who always wondered why I wasn't invited to the house party. I was untreated and I had ADHD, so I'm just be real. I was made fun of all the time. And because of the pain that I kept inside, wanted to feel something that I knew was beneficial and not painful. But for me, I knew it was gonna be baseball or football, but I couldn't afford to keep playing baseball. It was too expensive. But at the same time, I was a kid that knew there was more. For me, I would find myself thinking about, man, what do I want? And then what does that take to get there? I used to write it down every day on a paper in class, or I would doodle something that reminded me of the goal. Even when I was in the NFL, I would write the same thing almost every day sometimes. They say you write it and it increases to 60% chance of doing it, but what if you write it down every day? Does that increase it 60% every day that I'm gonna do it? So my mentality was, and if I'm prepared for it, then I hope God can do his part because I'm gonna try to do mine.
He puts a lot of energy into his attitude about things, and he knows that's what he has a whole lot of control over. He had a career in the NFL.
So it was Christmas Eve, I think 2015, and we were in Oakland playing against our interdivision rival. And I'm having the game of my freaking life. Just made a tackle on punt inside the 5-yard line. And I made a move and split the double team. So now I'm free running down the field, and as he catches it, I'm already 2 steps from him. And I gator rolled him. I rolled him up, and I roll over, and I couldn't get up. So my teammate, Weddle, comes and hits me in the helmet, goes, heck of a play, man, come on, get up so we can celebrate. I said, I can't. And so he waves over the trainers, and they come over, and I goes, what's going on? My knee, I can't get up, it won't straighten. But it was 2.5 months, 2 to 3 months, something like that, of non-weight bearing. Sometimes when we get injured, it slows us down, allows us to take in or process life up to that point or what we're doing. But it also allowed me to see life from this point of view of molding intentionally other players. The next year, talking to younger players, and I'm telling him right now, I say, hey, they're gonna double me. I wanna do this and finish here. This is what you need to do. And he gets 5 tackles that game on and 2 forced fumbles. And it made me realize the impact you can truly have on other people if they can see it in their own lens. And then when that went into that season and it wasn't quite healing, and My knee would feel like it was shifting. My quad was shutting down randomly sometimes. I was like, all right, what's going on? At that point, I was like, all right, Lord, you wouldn't have me here. What did I not see the first time? Sometimes I think when we revisit something that seems too familiar and it seems painful, it's something that we didn't see the first time. I kept hearing, like in my heart, like, prepare your house. I was like, for what? Am I coming back or am I done? So it's like, wow, all right, let's figure this out. When I finished playing, I had to address that anger that I didn't know I really had. I had no idea I was angry inside until I was done playing. And it wasn't endangering anybody around me or anything like that, but I felt it inside. And I'm like, where's this coming from? I found myself asking for help. And at that point, I kind of was like, all right, Lord, what is it that I was supposed to get out of playing football? I mean, at this point, I've played football for 20 years. So, Lord, show me this. We get so stuck on, like, oh, this is what the game took from me. No. We blow our life's air into this balloon over and over again. But everybody knows the bigger you blow it, the higher likely it is to pop. But sometimes we forget all that we put into it. When it falls to the ground, most of it you can pick up and it's transferable to life. You can't own the things that aren't your fault, but you can own the things you can control. In the end, what are you gonna do about it? And what are you gonna do with it? Because the choice is yours. Like, I think sometimes there's some things that are so subtle, we don't realize how it built us in the process.
Just his ability to make stressful situations feel not so heavy, not so, scary is a gift that he has. His ability to really make you feel safe is a true gift that he has.
Just having another voice there he kind of took me under his wing and has been through it, done it, and done it at a super high level, and being able to kind of very, very helpful for me.
He knows the young buck who just left all the way up to the guy who played back in the 60s. And they always say amazing things about Stuckey. And just watching the Spirit of God kind of work through him, it's been amazing.
His faith in others, that people have a chance to do really good things. And it's the impact that he's putting on people and still doing to this day with people who just need a helping hand for whatever reason. He doesn't hesitate one bit.
I want to be remembered for being somebody who was infectious towards life, like towards other people and towards building people. I'm not necessarily remembered by what I did, but how I made people feel and how I helped people accomplish their own goals.